Iran is going to hit us back, and they're going to hit us back hard. And I don't think people quite understand exactly what that means, so I'm going to do my best to spell it out here. And I want you to know that this is not intended to fearmonger, it's intended to educate. So keep that in mind. When the supreme leader, the Ayatollah, was murdered today, and quite frankly, not a good person, it was okay to put him in the dirt. But the way we went about it, and the way that we also bombed a girls' school in South Iran, an all-girls school, you've kicked a hornet's nest. Okay, you maybe killed the queen when you kicked the hornet's nest, for sure, but you still have an entire swarm of hornets. There is still an entire regime within Iran that wanted the Ayatollah alive, that followed the Ayatollah, that wants that way of life, that hates America, death to America. And so we may continue these bombardments. We will. We've already seen them strike back and hit a U.S. base in Bahrain. We will see U.S. casualties. And it's not far-fetched to say that there is probably and likely some cells here in the United States of Iranian soldiers. Now, that doesn't mean you go around fearing anybody from the Middle East. That's not at all what that means. But I want you to be aware that the same as we operate in clandestine ways across the globe, other countries do the same thing. And we would be naive to believe that they don't. I'm terrified. I don't say that often. I'm scared. This has the potential to be globally catastrophic. Is this what you voted for? I don't know. I don't know what else to say here. It's just bad. It's just bad.
As long as the military industrial complex exists, as long as war for profit exists, right? America will always be in war. The world will always be at war. Capitalism in war will always win. There is no getting around this. There is no getting out of this. As long as companies and people are making multi millions and billions of dollars selling armory and bombs and armored vehicles, right? Machine guns to whether we're talking about terrorists, whether we're talking about the cartello, it does not matter. As long as the military-industrial complex exists, as long as there is profit in war, this will always exist, right? And I say to you, this is the same old programming. This is the same old script. This is the same script that they've been running for hundreds of years. This is no different than the past 4 years. This is no different than the 4 years before that. This is no different than when Bush was in. This is no different when Bush Sr. was in. This is no different than anybody else. America has been at war since inception. Since inception. We are a people who know no times of peace. Maybe a slight 2 or 3 years or something, right? While we instigate, while we see who we need to go and add some democracy to. Besides that, we've always been at war. And people wonder why we're a country that can never seem to get it together. Well, as violent as we are as a country, yeah, we're very violent, right? We're extremely violent. The kids are violent. Our society is violent. Our mindset is violent. The way we vouch for wars is violent. Our television is violent. The video games we play are violent. Everything that we watch is violent, from the popular TV shows to the popular movies. Everything that we consume is violence. All we know as Americans is violence. But here's the caveat, though. Here's the caveat y'all need to hear. America is so violent. Watch this. America is so violent because America really doesn't understand and know true violence. Let me say that one more time. The reason why America is so violent, because we truly don't even know what it feels like to truly live amongst real violence and war. We don't know how it feels to have bombs dropped over us. This is why I can't take America serious. When you start talking about free speech and the lines of hate speech, right? I can't take people serious. The reason why certain speeches don't exist in other parts of the world, not because, they just want to stump on people's freedom and the ability to say how they feel. No, because you have many countries who've been there, done that. Right? Speech is just not speech. And for you Bible thumping ass fake Christians, well, you should be able to say whatever you want to say. Oh, okay. What does the scripture say about the tongue? Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting that you think as a Christian, fake Christians, right? It's so interesting that you Christians think, right, that just because you're Americans, you get to say whatever you want to say with no consequences, right? Right? You can call everybody all kinds of names, right? You can throw all kinds of slurs out there. You can do whatever you want to do, but doesn't the same scripture talk about there's power and death in the tongue? Huh? So there's power and death in the tongue. The God that you worship warned you about the tongue, told you how great the tongue can be, and also told you that it can also lead to your demise. Very interesting. This is why I don't take you Bible thumping ass, conservative ass people serious, because you're hypocrites. And you don't know real consequence. America don't know real consequences. So America moves as a person or individual that has never been socked in the mouth. And this is me by no means saying that I wish something bad to happen in America, but I think something needs to happen to where America needs to get socked in the goddamn mouth. Right? America is a bully who hasn't had a real match in God knows how long. America hasn't had a real match in God knows how long. So it's not far-fetched to think that, just like a bully who hopping on a playground, pushing people off the swings, yeah, get up. Right? This not your swing anymore. This is our swing. Right? Yeah, you need some democracy. As a matter of fact, I don't like this leadership. Let's go ahead and get Buddy up out of here. Right? You playing the game. Okay, I'm the leader. And the bully like, nah, hell nah. I don't like this. My buddy right here, he want to play. Nobody picked him. What's going on? Nobody picked him. Right? Now, as a matter of fact, you can go ahead and leave. Nah, I want my buddy. What you say? Huh? What you say? All right, I thought somebody said something, right? You don't want them birds up in the air, buddy. You don't want democracy flying in the air, do you, buddy? I hope not. So it's best that you do what I say. And as you can see with the whole Iran situation, that was mighty quick. Jesus. That was mighty quick. But that doesn't mean that it stops there. See, America can kidnap leaders. America can kill leaders. But America isn't doing anything but creating another generation, a second or third generation of people, of kids who want to see the death of America. And to some extent, you have to understand and realize why. We can't just keep on walking around willy-nilly like, well, you know, they're doing this and doing that. I believe that Americans are more brainwashed than a lot of these people who stay in autocratic nations, right? I believe that Americans are more brainwashed than the people who stay in dictatorships. Americans are truly and severely brainwashed to an extent that they can't even think for themselves. Everybody thinks guns are all cool. Everybody thinks war is all cool. Well, I want to ask you something, America. What happens when bombs are flying over our atmosphere? See, it's crazy that so many people can vouch for such things, but never heard such things go off. Oh, you think it's something, okay, you went and shot your rifle at the range. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. You went and shot your rifle. Okay, you know what it feels like to shoot a rifle. Okay. Have you ever been shot at? Have you ever heard bullets flying by your head? Have you ever had to pick up your weapon? Have you ever had to dump a clip? Have you ever had to fire your weapon with the intent to kill? Have you? 90% of you haven't. And some of y'all gonna be like, oh, well, all right, Mr. Tough Guy. That's not what it's about. All right, Mr. Tough Guy, have you? I have. I have, man. I don't wish the feeling on anybody. I don't wish that kind of feeling on anybody, right? The mindset that you have to go into to give you the ability to take a life. It's not the kind of mindset that you want to have. That's not something that you want to even live with, but if you must, you must. But most Americans don't know what it feels like to have bullets flying at them. They don't know what it feels like to have to use their weapon for real intent. You don't know what it feels like to have bombs flying over your skyline. You don't know what it feels like. So of course, you stupid Americans, you vouch for shit that you don't understand. You think hate speech is free speech until it actually transmute into actions, and now you looking dumbfounded. America, America, America. Man, how did we get here? How did we get here? The same reason we got here with the weak male epidemic, the same reason we got here with feminism, the same reason we got here in this financial crisis, the same way we got here with every other single issue that is happening in this country. It all links back to the same thing: the pacification of weak-minded delusional, programmed individuals of America. That's how we got here. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? F it. F it. If the bombs come flying, F it, bro. F it. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. America's not gonna learn any other way. See, this is what I have to learn about, much of the world, really. Right? This is what you have to learn in life, for you men who are listening, especially in a place like America. Right? And this is coming from somebody who used to carry himself in such peace and humility, which I still do, but you have to put that real armor on. Right? You got to put that real armor on, that real armor of God. Right? Where they see that you're not playing any games. See, cold respects cold. Fire respects fire. Right? Yep. Fire respects water too. But sometimes you got to put a little fire, extra fire on this bitch before you extinguish it. And what I've learned throughout my short 29 years of being alive is sometimes you got to bring fire to fire. Sometimes you're not respected until you meet violence with violence. Now, YouTube, I'm not vouching for anything. This is just this is me metaphorically speaking, okay? All right, now. This is me metaphorically speaking. Right? This is why when you sock the bully and knock him down, this is why you gain your respect. Right? America only respects violence. America only respects another bully. America only respects someone just like her. And that's just the God honest truth. So at this point, with all of the shit that's going on, right? At this point, hey, let all the dominoes fall. And while it's all happening, make sure you make your money while it's happening. Look into some oil companies. Look into some private military companies. Look into some gun companies, ammo companies, right? What have you, right? Military technology companies. Look into all of it. Make your money while they on the bullshit. This is how millionaires are made. This is how billionaires are made. So if they're going to make multi billions of dollars, hey, you might as well get a little small piece of the pie too. You might as well get a little green arrow too. Listen, as you can see, the New World Order is in process, right? There's no coincidence that they got Maduro up out of there, right? It's no coincidence that they had to get the Iranian guy up out of there. There's no coincidence. Regime changes, no coincidence. When you're seeing things at such speed, there's other things moving much faster than what you are currently seeing. There are other things moving much faster. Financial markets, money, banking, technology, AI. All of this stuff is moving much faster than what they're showing you on the news. It was just damn near yesterday when we got Maduro ass up out of there. Now we got another regime change. Then on top of that, y'all thought the cartello was something? Nah, that was done on purpose. We know this. I hope you know this, but that was done on purpose. Yeah. Oh, we wanted to get the main person that was trafficking fentanyl into the United States. Bro, the United States cares nothing about drugs coming over to this border. If anything, they want drugs over here. United States made a deal with the cartello a long, long time ago. You think they armored up? Just where are they getting those weapons from? Come on now, there's whole documentaries done on this. Where do you think they're getting those fucking weapons from? American weapons? Where do you think they're getting that from? Armored vehicles? These people have whole militaries. But they want to convince you that they killed this man, not bring him in for justice, but they killed this man, all because they wanted to see the cartel fall, bro. It's like how many cartels operating in Mexico, right? And then on top of that, leadership, there's no such thing as cutting the head off the snake in this situation. Because if you ask me, the United States is the head and the cartel is the rest of the body. Right? So don't for 1 second think that, oh, this was just to, nah. You know how, you know this current administration is not messing with the current president of Mexico. You know this. So, let's see what we can shake up if we get rid of a prominent cartel member. Let's see what we can shake up. Let's see if we can destabilize Mexico. Let's see if we can scare this Mexican administration into doing what we want them to do. Let's see if they'll listen in now that the cartello is on their neck and feel like, oh, the United States had something to do with this and the Mexican government allowed this. We lacing y'all pockets. We giving y'all millions of dollars. Y'all let the United States up in this bitch and we didn't know about it? Okay, we got something for y'all last. All right, burn the cars. Blockades. Right? Hey, we need to have a meeting. Hey, go and kidnap so-and-so and so-and-so. Go and kidnap so-and-so and so-and-so. They think this shit is a game. Y'all think this shit is a game. But like I keep telling y'all, welcome to the new world. Make sure you join the Patreon family. I have hundreds of videos over there with the mindset that you need to be able to survive in a new world. I drop videos over there once a week. So come over there and join the family. The family is continuously growing. Listen, the prices are the prices. The prices are not going back down. So don't ask. Maybe I'll do a discount. Maybe I won't. But listen, this is important information. I'm giving out real knowledge. I'm giving out real wisdom. I'm giving out real game. So if you don't want lifelong game, if you don't want transformational type wisdom and knowledge, hey, then the Patreon isn't the place for you. But if you do, if you want to survive, if you want to thrive, if you want to know how technology and AI and automation is taking over and how the new world order is about to transform everything that you know, you need to tap into the Patreon. Come on, so I can show you the way. Listen, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live. Purpose, freedom, and power. And this was an after pill. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here. And I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint. PFP life. A way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.